back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. So for today's video, I wanted to show you the best ways to clean beauty blenders with using no fancy cleansers whatsoever. So if you'd like to see what I use and how to clean them really great, from these ucky sponges to something nice and clean like into this, then subscribe down below and keep on watching.
Okay, so to get started, you want to grab a clean bar of soap. The one I'm using here is Yardley, but any bar of soap will do. You want to run it underneath the water to make sure it's nice and wet. Then you want to grab your beauty sponge and make sure that it's wet as well. This is the key to making sure that you get a nice clean sponge. You must wet it, that way it's nice and damp, just as you would when you're applying your makeup. Once you have it nice and wet, make sure you run it underneath the water and rub it up against the bar of soap. By doing this, you're applying pressure, getting it all the soap all into the sponge. And as you do this, please make sure that you also squeeze the sponge as you're doing this. That way you can make sure that you're getting all of the makeup out of the sponge. This is key to making sure that it's clean all throughout. You don't want any makeup stuck inside of the sponge. And make sure that as you do this, you apply pressure and you squeeze all the water out of it. This is to ensure that you have no more makeup stuck inside of the sponge. And as you'll see here, it's a nice clean beauty sponge using only a bar of soap, which is something you already have at home. Now using the Real Techniques beauty sponge, I'm going to now clean this one. So what I'm doing again is I'm making sure it's nice and moist. That way there's water all throughout the sponge and it gets as big as it can and all the makeup really comes out of the sponge. So now what I'm doing is I'm just rubbing it against the bar of soap and make sure I'm just scrubbing it all around. Because this sponge has lots of different angles, I'm making sure that I'm getting all the corners, all the edges, and all throughout the sponge, because there is makeup all throughout it, because I did use it quite a bit. So again, I'm just rubbing it all throughout, making sure all the makeup is off. And again, as you're rinsing it, you want to keep the water flowing so you can squeeze out all the makeup and all of the stuff that's stuck in the sponge and make sure it all comes out. So just make sure you get it all out. As you can see, a nice clean sponge once again. And here I'm just speeding up the process of cleaning another sponge just so you can see again the process. So again, just make sure to get it really nice and clean. And this is the quickest and easiest way and most inexpensive way to clean your sponges. I hope that this does help you clean your sponges as well. If you know of a quicker way, please let me know.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my hack for getting nice, easy, clean sponges in no time at all, using no products but only the products that you have at home. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and until next time, remember to always create a life that you love.